Well, welcome to FPL Top Dogs Ballyhaunis, County Mayo. This is the CHRISTY Nicholson Pub Fantasy League and my review of game week 25 of the FPL season up to date so far. We're into the second week of our assistant managership. It's been 4 games. It feels like an eternity, and more to talk about that later. Not incredibly over enamored by the chip or what's the crack. It's just take the points, whatever's on offer, and there you go. So yeah, we'll just have an idea. I'm pretty happy with how things are setting up into the running, and surely it's game week 26. It's a Friday deadline, guys. Be careful, like last Friday. I can't stand Friday deadlines. It gives you less time to do whatever. But I've got the video here. I've done a little bit of mockery or S-housery, whatever you want to say. Why not? I want to also get a proper virtual backdrop. I've got a new microphone in the post, and I'm going to hopefully by the end of the season get 3 or 4 episodes where it's going to be pretty polished. The sound is pretty bad at the minute. Picture is fine, and hopefully I can learn how to get a proper podcast done. So anyway, let's get the video done. This is the first. Just have to. Good stuff. Let's go. Well, this is FPL Top Dogs Ballyhaunis, based in County Mayo, the west of Ireland. We have a lovely little league going here. Also, at the end, I also review our mini league. It's proven so popular over the years now. We've got a good bit of history, but also this is about FPL content, my take of things. I'm called the guru. Vince Valwega, call me Vince Dufresne, call me whatever you like. I go by an umpteen amount of names, but what I do share a passion for is FPL. And it's not just like the mini league, I go through my team and do bits and pieces and just ramble opinion and a little bit of humor or whatever there is. So let's go straight into the price rises and the price drops if we can, first of all, just to clear this up, because you need to get this info out pretty quickly. Good old, I'll talk more about this later if I can get to it. Just the Shrek thing going on there. So basically, price rises tonight. Be careful. Clivert, I have him in ages ago. Rogers has gone up. Clivert's gone up recently, but keep an eye on Clivert. I think he's already here. In a couple of days, he's due to go up to 6.1. So these 0.1s will all add up, and it's tricky balance right now to assess your team. Can you get Dango in here before he goes up to 5.2? How are you fixed, for game week 29? How are you fixed? Have you got some weaknesses like I have in 27 and 28 when Palmer? The Palmer, getting rid of Cole Palmer in the game week 22 wildcard for me was a master stroke, got me up. It was just like, he's blanks in, so I'm going to a bit of Cole later on and where we are with this, but I've found a way that I can get him back by 27, do 2 transfers. But the catch is I can't do a transfer to change from slot to whoever, be it Glasner, take the points on the bonus, table bonus against Fulham away for Palace, or go steady with Mikel Arteta. Imagine the thought, going steady with Mikel. I just can't bring myself to it. But look, it's West Ham at home. It could be all right. But let's see their attacking threat. But anyway, keep an eye on these price changes. These have already gone up, these price rises. Marmouche has already gone up, as we know. Wanyeri's gone up to 4.5 already. I think he's due to be, keep an eye on, he could be going up again. Kepa, obviously from Bournemouth, he's popular, all the, Bournemouth assets. Getting in Bournemouth now is brilliant, and they're going to be pretty good assets to have for the rest of the season. And that's why I got in Clivert early. I want to get at least one in, and I've been slowly drip feeding since my game week 22 wild card. Any transfers, I've only done 3 transfers since that wild card, and one of them has been Clivert. 2 of them involved in Dye, got him in, then he got injured in the second round, game of 25. So he was no good. But he did get the goal, so it kind of worked. But Beto was the man, wasn't he? So there you go. That's what's going on now. Keep an eye out. Matoma, is it? Yeah, Matoma and then Buemo could be going up tonight. Beto, there's so much going up tonight. Mateta, 7.3. He's not playing in game week 29. So are you already over taxed on Crystal Palace? If you've got one, like I'm going to leave Mateta on the bench. I'm going to leave Salah on the bench, and I'm going to leave Trent on the bench, and I'll get rid of probably Hall and Isak. I don't have any money or tied up in Isak. I've got him at 9.3. I can sell him at 9.4. I make a bit, and that's fine. But so many people have so much money tied up. They could lose up to $1 million, possibly, getting Isak back at this stage, if they want him, because he'll double. He could even do a double-double. I'm not sure when. Is it 22, 23 around that time? I think 22 is a good week if you can have a look for a bench boost there. And I'm not sure if I'll do a triple captain in 23. We'll see. But 34 and 36, I plan to do a free hit depending on who. I am not going to take any hits. Loads of people are going to take hits now from now and then in the season. I'm not taking any. I'm playing it as simple as hell, boring as hell, and I think I'm going to win out. 695,000 at the minute, the Guru. Had a great start of the season, a terrible kind of 7 or 8 game run up till about game week 17, and then it started to get back together. Dango. So I want to get Dango, and he'll be involved in my plans. Cunha, I love the thought of Cunha, but I've got both Isak and Mateta, and I need the Isak money to get in Palmer later. So I'm going to have to let him go. But he's a great option if you don't have Mateta, or would you be able to get somebody else, probably João Pedro or Wista, and you can throw in this guy, Cunha. Tomorrow, keep an eye out for Munoz, Wood, Gabriel, and a couple of days. These guys can change pretty quick depending on influencers, and they get talking about a guy here and there. Like a few of these were for a week. Like Salah was due to go up again, but now he's flown back down to a week out. So it's very fluid. Watkins could go up in a couple of days. Kirkes, so as we see, the Bournemouth assets are popular. Savinho's gone down. So what? Jesus has gone down. Sanchez gone down. A lot of the Chelsea. Finally, Solanke's gone down. Jackson, all the Chelsea stuff. Andreas from Fulham going down. Gordon's down. He's cold now. Ings or West Ham's down since Evan Ferguson has come into West Ham, and hopefully Potter might get something out of Evan and recharge his Irish ambitions. Hall's gone down finally. So what? Son is just way too overpriced along with KDB, 9.3. Crazy stuff. People wouldn't even get them in as a Bruno price at 8.3 or 4. They wouldn't even get them in. Kulusevski or somebody else, even Johnson, when now he's back, might be an option. So there's still a couple of injuries left for Spurs to get through, but I'll be watching them at the minute. Martinelli's out for a while with Saka. Might be back by April, who knows. He will be down for Fulham. Ahmad's out for the season, unfortunately. Devastating blow. I had him, and I still have him on my bench, so I'll be getting rid of him and Isak, and I'll get the 1.5 million back from Slot, and I'll be able to make up. And I got a little bit in the bank as it is. And that will just get me through a Palmer and probably a Beto, or I can go up to Raul, or and Raul, Beto. And there's another one as well we'll look at there. Aaron Wan-Bissaka's gone down, De Bruyne. So Enzo's gone down again. But he could have maybe interest. If you have him, he's playing in 29 against Arsenal, so you never know. Is he worth it? A lot of people have lost value in him until you sell him. That's you're crystallizing the debt, I suppose, because that's when you need the money back when you bought him to get what you need. So it is a myth off. Pedro could be going down again. Gakpo could be going down tonight along with Ahmed. Palmer could be going down tonight along with Ndai. Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandes is scheduled to go down tonight. Young, Shah, and Rogers. These are all got from the FPL Hub website and the official Premier League app that I have on my phone. So there's tomorrow Isak could be going down. So I've got a lot of guys that be going up and down here. I might only be able to fit in Beto. I want to get Dango. I should be able to fit all this in anyway. Isak Havertz, yeah, he's out. Murphy from Newcastle gone down. Ismail Assar's been a disaster. Foden in a couple of days could be going down. That's a bummer. But people might want to be, playing wild cards, hickory jiggery pokery in regard to let's have Marmouche in, let's free up the Foden money. But I'm not getting rid of Foden. He's staying put. Gabriel staying put for me. Mateta staying put. Salah staying put. So my team is very, very, very well locked in. Apart from Rogers, I'm going to have to take a hit there. He looks like he's going to go down more than Rogers. Doing well in the cups. He's doing brilliant. My son's dream team, but oh my God, in FPL, Jesus. Leif Davis has gone down, and Martinez from Villa. I think 4.4. That could be the United. Martinez, the defender who's injured. But I know Martinez from Villa is a bit more pricier than that. Let's have a look then. And well done, Stevie Stratford, Noel and Boulabus. Got Holland and Jess game weekend-ish. Well done, Stevie, the legend, Knowlesy, known for FPL Duo and the fantasy draft. If you're into draft, check out the FPL Draft Duo team of himself and Jack the Dancer Maloney. 109 on assistant manager Unai Emery. He's one of these that's been swapping around, I think, from Moyes to Emery, and now they have a decision to go on probably Arteta or Glasner if they want to go for the table bonus. There's other table bonuses as well with Leicester entertaining Spurs and it's Ipswich entertaining Spurs and Leicester taking on Brentford. So who wants that? I had a great game week the second time in underdogs, 132 last week and 106 this week, along with the Mission Harford, who won a couple of years ago on the system manager slot like myself. Kevin Morley did nothing and got a 106. That was phenomenal. We'll see later on. Lee Cole Chambers, after he loves Cole Palmer, loves Cole Palmer. I'm not gone. I'll tell you one thing, people have been goose with Palmer. They've been goose proper. He's cooked them. Absolutely. And you can't get off him now. It's impossible. Leicester and Southampton at home, I think, in a row. You can't do it. Can't get off him, mate. Eamon the Enforcer Phillips on a slot as well with Tommy Cunyon. Well done. Came third a few years back in 2017. I remember at the celebration in Nicholson's with his mum. Today it's all about the Cunyons, the Phillipses. That's all, and the Hers have took over a massive game week. So they must be all consulting a bit now. There's too much conspiracy theory in there. But Dave Cunyon in there as well with Tommy, 104. Sean Shaky Her, well done. Delighted. He's on the Unai Emery, 103. He's just the manager. Liam Her as well, 102 with the slot. So there's great variety. Mark the Arkle Phillips, a terrific 101 to join the 100 club with Unai Emery. Great stuff. And Owen the Bannerman Collins, triple captain. Well done. Good stuff. It's nice to see Owen doing a few chips now because he's got plenty of them. He's got the whole shebang, and I think well done. I'm really fair play to Owen. He's some player. He's very, very solid these last few years, and it's going to pay off somewhere. He's a dark horse. Well, not Primrose and blue, but the Clare colours. Yellow and blue. I'll just leave it at that. Adam Hickey, well done. He joined the 100 club, and that was the last. So I just put everyone who topped the 100 in the CHRISTY Nicholson Pub Fantasy League. Well done, that's Boulabus. We have a few of the runs here, but look, come on. It's just to encourage the guys here to get up and get going and doing something. I know 2 or 3 of these lads are trying to do bits and pieces. Michael has only I think he's got an assistant manager left. Very interesting stuff from Keith, the number 9 Robinson. I know he's bringing up the whole league at the minute, but he's not dead last in the league. Great number 9 from Erler and Ballyhaunis Town. That's why I put him the number 9. He's the number 9. I've seen this guy playing football, and you can throw him up front, pace down the wings, either or. Lots of work. Great player. It's a big fan of Keith. Keith, the number 9 Robinson. But you're not going to believe it. We're going to have a look at his team later on. It's going to blow you away. I've just found it out. That's why I want to check, because people are doing things down here. And so it's my job to kind of try to promote, help, and have a look at, I don't know who's going to watch this stuff, but I get a few likes here and there, but it's here too and far between, I think. Let's have a look at the see what else is left now. I wish there was another tab I could use. Out of the way, the CHRISTY Nicholson Pub Fantasy League, a bit of slot. System manager stalemate while Gakpo becomes the latest painful troll in FPL. He is a bit of a troll, whether he likes it or not. People getting them in and nothing going on. All season he's messing with Darwin on the bench. It's been an absolutely, and then you get loads into a false sense of security. You get him in, he's down the left, he looks nailed, he has us up front now for Liverpool. It all looks swimmingly, something goes wrong, sore foot, out, and then everyone misses out. So I'll be going into the trolls of ancient trolls as well, and why they are trolls as well. Game week 25, 106, 1,633 points. I'll take it. Overall rank is getting up there. I want it, for me, top 100k is just non-negotiable. That's, I've been over it, but top 330k was my first season in FPL 2012. So the last 2 years, I've been 2.1 million and 1.2 million. And now I'm about 675k after 25 games. So I want my rank back, seriously. No joke. Although I am not a stats player, I have been getting into stats a bit more, but I don't use them to kind of make straight-on decisions like, oh, his XG is better than his XA, oh, this and that, oh, converted chances, oh, he looks... There's another thing, is like energetic sort of eye test stuff as well. I keep an eye on that more as well. Like Semenyo is a perfect example, but it's not turning it into points. Rafinha from years before trap you into here and there, and it was only like if you got lucky with them, then he'd run right. But 211k in just 1 week, I'll take it. So that's good stuff. I'll take it. This is the first slide of the mock. Right, FPL trolls featuring Tinky Dennis over here, Emmanuel Dennis from Watford back in 2022. Classic, absolute plonker here now, Plonkerville here. Look, Dipsy Dinya up here. He is just classic troll. Everybody knows what I mean. Going off injured, getting sent off, getting an assist and a goal here, scoring from a free, you get him in, then you get sent off, you're done, you're wasting transfers, an absolute S-show. Zhao Lala over here. I feel a bit sorry. That's a bit sad there. Little troll. Zhao Lala with his little feet there and prancing about. Gakpo. So, and Po. Tinky Winky, Dipsy, Lala, and Po. And I put in little Wood in here, Chris Wood, and little troll here, because he is trolling the haters and he's driving people berserk this year. Like, I didn't have him for the first up until about game week 13, 14. I was very late. After he scored the brace against Leicester, and that phase, heading the ball, and then he just went around and arrowed it in for the first goal was amazing by Chris Wood, and after that I got him in after that. So whatever game that was, I got him in the week after, and people were getting off him, and I got on him. And look at him now. I got the hat trick, the whole lot, didn't miss any of it. So anyway, look at João Pedro. Just a quick look. I like looking using some of these to get him in, massive rush. Bournemouth. So like, this is what I mean. It's kind of, he scores the goals and then he blanks. Like, this is an assist here against Fulham. So he's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blanks with one just assist. Then he gets 2 assists. You think he's back. It's against the tough teams as well. Villa, 2 assists against Villa. Then he scores that penalty against Arsenal. He's done nothing ever since. That was game week 20. These are the minutes now. Is that when he came on as a sub? I'm not sure. 54th. Is that a booking? And he came off there. And since the 7-0 mauling against Forest, he's not been the same. He was hauled off at half-time, and people reckon he's lost his place. 17 minutes, and Brighton seem to be doing well without him. So and they got rid of Ferguson, and now they have to deal with this thing with Zhao. Emmanuel Dennis. Emmanuel Dennis will always be in a game week 0, and at that time, Watford, and we're all sure, like, it's hard, like us. So, and in that game year. That's why he's in it for me, and he won't go up on the wall for me when I get my screenshots. Cole Palmer keeps going, and I reckon since a few look against Wolves, he gets a bit old. He's kind of 9 points, and there's a lot of blame. Like there's no tomorrow, so I understand that Everton sort of is it really worth it? Like, look, even if we go here, like it's since game week 16, Brentford 6, 8, 10 games. Okay, so you say 4 out of 10, but he's a premium asset, and you have to put that to the. There's a lot of fear factor going on. What happens if I get off Cole? It will destroy my season. But a lot of people will get off Cole Palmer for game week 29. I know he's got Arsenal, but maybe after Arsenal, then because I have no intention of getting rid of Salah. There's too much money invested in Salah for me, and to buy him back. Now I know he doesn't want any doubles, but still a single game, so it'd be crazy. While I'm here, the Sun Dream team will come up, but kind of doing very well with the work. I'm top, and it's just again, so games. Look, and won't take too long out of this. The points are another 100 odd points here, 121 points to Pravka a lot. So I only got the goal. So Captain C was right. Ramsey was subbed, didn't do much. Rodgers again in the Prem, but he's been killing us all season for me, the Sundry, because they count the cups as well. Fernandez Diaz, lovely to have Diaz there. And obviously Trent's been hauled off after his goals. Crazy stuff from Slot. That's why Slot's a kind of a Shrek figure I put down this week. Because his substitutions were absolutely diabolical. And I'm not buying this Trent. Oh, he's getting injured now. I'm looking after him. Well, Bradley's injured now, so I think it was just stupid. Leave him on for the game, let him get his fitness up, and so 3,200. It's still quite competitive at work. There's about 21 dudes here at my work in Redbridge here in London, where I'm based, and there's won this twice in a row. I'm going for 3 out of the last 4 years, 3 trophies in the last 4, and there's prize money to boot with it. So. It went down to about 13, 11 points at one stage, and with the Rodgers got 2 goals in the European game, and bang, back up again. Going to 53 points. It's a nice little lead, but I'm not going to be complacent because the Sun Dream Team thing is a little bit different. You need to pay, and kind of the way you do that. You see the next fixture. Okay, this is going to be fine for this game week. Obviously, I can make 2 changes. We'll see what I do. I'll keep an eye on what Haaland's doing, hear any news. But Paro and the Liverpool lads here, Paro 1, 2, and Rodgers 3, 4. I have 4 that have no game in the next game week after this. So I have 2. I'll have to have a good look at this and see who I'm going to get rid of for this game week, and see what I'm going to do. If you can get any little advantage and have one player playing in this that other people haven't, then you got a free shot for nothing. So that's the trick. It's a tricky old game if you're not on it all the time. And manage game week with the game week 20 there. Let's go back to the vid. So that's the troll. So there are my ones. You probably have your own favorites as well. FPL. This must be the last one, the last little mock. And yeah, look, the donkey and Shrek. Like we're both together, and I just don't feel like this assistant manager was anything special. If you get it right, yeah, all right. It depends if you can get a double game week and 2 singles. You have to time it, but this was really lucky to get that double game week in 25 due to the Carabao Cup that Liverpool won out finally against Spurs and Newcastle done Arsenal. And then the Premier League decided to fit everything in that game with 25 and only give us Fridays. No, just that what was going on. So couldn't really think too massively about why not a triple captain Salah in that 24. That was the play to do it. But it's done now. I have it for later, and the pressure's on to get it done right. So yeah, the donkey me with Slot. He got 28 points. I'm on 28 points. I won't be changing him. I'll just run the list. I'd rather keep the transfer. I've only got 1 free transfer. Next game week 27, I'll have 2. I'll be able to get Palmer in, and he might drop as well and alleviate what Dango might do, or Beto probably go up. So hopefully there'll be some sort of zero-sum loss or gain, equalise out. So yeah, I'm just not very kind of nonplussed about this stuff. Now, people who got Moyes in the game week 24, fair play to you. You need a round of applause. You stuck with them. He got the 4-0 against Leicester, and he got that amazing that draw against with Tarkowski, and we'll talk about him later. And Robinson number 9. Sounds like the squash drink, isn't it? Robinson's number 9 squash. Keith Robinson. Oh, I can't believe what I've just seen. That seriously, it blows your brain, man. Please stay with the Guru here. So there you go. Guru feeling an ass with slot. Whilst Braver Assman rotation won out, and it did win out because the Moyes dudes in game week 24 took the 22 points and that, and most of them went on to Unai Emery because he's got the double and decided to take on the slot people. It could have been because maybe they don't have the 1.5 and Emery was just about reachable for a lot of people. So they're on the 14 points. 2 draws have got Emery 14 points. He's got the table bonus of 5 against Liverpool. So that's 34 points, plays 28 at the minute. And yeah, it's a nominal sort of gain at the minute, but the triple captain people, Salah and 24, are still winning out big time because they got the 29 points, didn't they? We got the 58, but they got the 29. So that's really who the real winners were. And then a lot of them are still have an assistant manager for game week 27 coming up because they played it later. So yeah, it looks like now the dudes that are on Emery, we've got one more game week left, which is 26, and we'll see. Well, they're the Unai Emery boys, the Moisey, Emery, and will they go for Glasner for that table bonus away to Fulham, which is tricky, or will they? A lot of them might go for Mikel Arteta at home to West Ham. Well, I think West Ham could be kind of solid. Potter's not an on. And also Bowen is back doing well. Ferguson might be interested. Okay, the defence isn't great, but it mightn't be a total collapse because of Arsenal's injury ailments with Martinelli and Saka, of course, and Havertz out and Isu's out. So it's crazy what's happened to Arsenal. But Trossard, should be good enough, 2 or 3-0 win, and I think that's the call to do, really. 9, what are you going to get? You get 6 points Arteta, clean sheet, 8, 11 points versus possibly 20 or 21, depending if Palace rock up and get a 2-0, 21. So yeah, it's a little 11-point thing, and it's a morale momentum booster for you mentally if that pays off. I like Palace. Palace have a great run, and St Bournemouth as well. So they're. I'm a big fan of the two of them at the minute. I love Munoz, but can't get there. So that's possibly all apart from the old Guru shout-outs. Getting Palmer back for 27, the gambit paid off. We had a look at his form. It's been very, very mixed here and there, and nothing consistent with Palmer. But I will be having it back for 27, 28. Going to save transfers and stick with slot. Yeah, it's boring. I want to save free hit for 20. I want to save it and not play it in 29, the free hit. No way. I think I'm 95% certain I won't be playing a free hit now. Because I with my wildcard on 22, I didn't go 3 Liverpool. I always had the idea of playing slot and getting over 3 Liverpool that way. A little bit of management there. And made sure that, I could, who I had that would work out. Yeah, so it would be vital for a blank. So that's what I plan to kind of get my team over one of these games, depending on who is blanking. I'm going to be keeping Salah and Mateta and Trent. Hopefully, there's no injuries. Mateta is in the room. Boom, boom, boom. Mateta's in the room. Love owning Mateta. He's a brilliant differential. He's still like about under 10% owned. Loads of people want him. Wood, Mateta, and Isak could be very, very good this game we're coming up. And this is the plan, possibly to get Beto Delap from Ipswich. That was the other dude. And Ruel, one of them with Palmer, who I can afford, and lead on to a Dango and a Guardiola later on. So, I've got something in my mind, and if you can figure out your team and see if you've got, and look at your team, what's best for you, what do you what would be the worst outcome for you if you didn't get that player in? Who's that player? Oh, if it's Mbuemo, fair enough, keep him. Whoever it is that drives you mad, I'm willing to let go of a few of them because I want, it's just who I am and who I like to own. I have a clear vision for the running, no stress, I'll bring it on. 5 greens in the last 7 game weeks. up 457k. Yeah, the Masterstroke wildcard, love it. Only done 3 transfers since the wildcard. Raul to Ndai, fair enough. That was for the doubler. He didn't manage to get there, but Gordon, where he scored. Gordon and Cliver, fair enough. He was dropping in price, so I thought I'd get onto Cliver. I think it was only 5.9 or 8. I'm not sure which way it was. And then I had to get off and die, and I threw in Mateta. He's in the room. Boom, boom. I've really been freewheeling ever since the wild card, and it's set up well for 29. With 4 transfers, if I don't do anything in 26, 27, 28, 29, I'll have 4, and I'll have 11 players, and I'll have the bench I want. So absolutely, that's bish bash bosh done. So let's go to the next. Let's have a look at my team. Oh, let's come on, my friend. Well, yeah. So while this is going, here we go. That's a lot of pressure off the old computer. You can subscribe to it. I'll have a look at that thing. It's definitely worth it. I love using it, and it's just in my head now. So yeah, 106 for system manager slot. Okay, it's a bit meh. The slot thing was a bit meh. Look, I loved. I did have like Pickford and Sells in mind for the wild card. That was I wanted a rotating goalkeeper, just have a bit of flexibility there, and or injuries. Aina and of course Woods is non-negotiable. Aina is interesting. Could have been more like Robinson from Fulham. That might have been better. Who knows? But I have Aina now, and he's not impartial to get in the box or do a few crosses. He can assist. Gabriel, love Gabriel to bits. You could double an Arsenal defence, but yeah, if you have double Arsenal's brilliant, and we're Neri, that's cool. Trentson there doing what he's doing. He got 6 bonus points, or he got a clean sheet and came off after 63 minutes, and then Wolves scored. So got a bit lucky there. Got the goal the other night. Salah just perma captain. I love game week a season with Salah captain, but how long are we going to have this dude? Absolutely killing us and destroying FPL. Foden, he's been fine up to now. He's been getting. He's a reason as well. Like possibly did I get him in the game 22 wildcard 19-7. So like that was very handy. I'm not sure if I had him for the 15, but I remember looking at that. That's a great. He's really in form. So he's not going anywhere, and Foden will be popular after game week 29. I know City have I think Brighton at home in 29, so they're playing, and after that. They'll have double game weeks in 30 or so 30. I'm not sure if the 30, 32 and maybe 33. Back to back. It depends if they do well in the FA Cup, if they're still through in that. Our City still, yeah, they are. They should be fine. United are still in the FA Cup. Newcastle are. Yeah, they bet the Grecians. Exeter at St James's Park as well. The other one. It's Cliver, brilliant, fine. I'll have him. He'll clip away. Rogers, I need out as quick as I can. So Rogers out. Ahmed and Isak will go out for Palmer and possibly Beto or Liam Delap. Mikolenko's not going anywhere. I'd like to have Hall, but he could be a dude that could get rid later on. Not for Kirkheads or anything, but for Guardiola. Especially if they've got a double game week, but see Newcastle will have. And this dude is another plonker hood. He's in the plonker hood, because he's been trolling an awful lot. He's taken all these corners and he seems to be involved, but he's got a lot of stinky stuff going on there since game week 10. Yeah, an assist there. How did he get 5 there? Don't know. Looks like he it's 5-1, whatever that is. Start. That's just a start. Okay, but he's starting. He's regular, but he's doing nothing special. And I've been resting. He's been on my bench for a while now. Since I played him against Bournemouth, but I benched him against other teams, so he's been in and out, but he could be, and I think he's overrated. Hall, and he's hemorrhaging as well, price wise. So I think if I can get the Guardiola, I'll just get him and I'll have double game weeks with Guardiola. So that's kind of happy enough for that himself. I'm not going to just chance it. Let him have a crack at the City defence. You know, they've conceded 3. I know it's Real Madrid, but I'm not sure. Like Newcastle are kind of on the beach now until they play the Carabao Cup against Liverpool, is it? So I think there's something to be said. And also Joelinton has been missing. So I think Forest could do well. This is my team, and then I'm going to pick Pickford against United. Like feck it, not going to go all in just in case Isak scores. Aina's fine. Gabriel, Trent, Rodgers again. I'll give him another goal. It is Chelsea. Who knows where Chelsea are at now at this stage? And yeah, I'm not 100% kind of confident this game week will be another mega 100 haul. I doubt it. I just take an underdog, a low underdog stat, even just below the underdogs for this game. Next game, I'll take that. That's the way to do it. Yeah, so the King of the Trophy, been sick for a while, getting over it now. Yeah, the King of the Trophy, look, Joy Neenan lost the other game week, but I'm still 11 points down on Joy. Look, he's just too consistent, and he's 6,000 in the world. Like, go figure. That's what's the point of even trying? Like, but you have to keep the league. Just keep it honest. 109 for Stevie Stret, top dog of the game week. I'll compile a list of who's got all the hats and who got hats and who's got placings and who's got top dog for a game week. I'll make a list of it now. Long dog. The Maeve losing out to the Starman Phillips. Myself taking out Pat Kiley, Rosamund Rosie losing out to 109. Was it 118? O'Hara, 118. John Kelly and Cal Kearney. Cal the Crumpet wins out there. Oh, the Bannerman winning out, handing off against Andy. Andy Cunyon. Joy gets his 100, takes out Joseph Lyons. Connor Hussey winning out against the average, which is 74. Kevin Guru Keller. I think it was Kevin Kilbride that bet Joey Command on Ian last game week, so thanks there. But losing out to Kevin Morley, who had one of the high scores this game week. So there you go. That's the crack there. So still plenty of game weeks left. Things can change, but I really should have been beating Joey when I had the chance 3 or 4 game weeks back. I didn't. Was well beaten in the end. Simple Fantasy League, folks, in Ballyhaunis, British Leagues. This is Joey Commando Neenan, 17 of unbelievable stuff. He's one of the rotation assistant managers that worked out very well. Still 4 transfers. It's amazing how Joey's kept these transfers rolling along. He's doing bits and pieces. He's done this, and look, it's a phenomenal team. It's quite different to what I have to admit. Okay, Wood, Isak, Rodgers, Palmer. So this, Salah, and yeah, it's quite different. Even on the bench, I have these 2, so I'll make benchmark to be having a look. So use that resource while we have it here in the league. Neil Lacers Carney, keep Joy honest here, not far behind, 20,000. This is brilliant stuff to see. Lacers, the Carney's his brother. Black Lunatic Carney won it last year. That absolutely amazing stuff to win the Christie, and Neil wants to fight for the next 10 years all solo. It's crazy stuff. A nice pocket. So there's 2 cartels in this Christie Nick League, and they're all up at the top. And I'll keep him honest. So there's Lacers. Dinya, you got the troll Dinya in there. You got, isn't this one of them? Gakpo, that was unlucky. He didn't play, so he transferred out. I think I forgot that. I forgot that there was sub transfers in. Yeah, he didn't play either of the games. So fair enough. He got a transfer in. I'm not sure. 2 defenders, so that would have been probably a midfielder. It wouldn't have been Rodgers. Let's see, it could have been Lenkovic, a defender. I think he's a defender, so and a striker, so it must have been a midfielder that transferred on. Slot with his 13, could have been so much more. Stevie Nolan, this game week's winner of the top dog, okay, has been doing okay, all right. And look, going forward, there is a lot in 29, the way he's going here. No transfers left. He's done his Moist thing. It worked out, but there's 3 extra points in slot, whatever it was. Maybe a little bit more, but the transfers are gold dust now. So out of that, there's Watkins, Rodgers, Salah 3, Trent 4, Henderson 5, Fabianski's not playing. Gakpo won't be playing 6, and that's all rubbish. He's injured. So it's not a lot unless you get massive hits. I think that's a free hit there for Steve Strep, but he'll better than me. He's having a better season. 165k. So good luck with that, Stevie. The Oracle Phillips now, the first Phillips of the pack, chasing down the Carneys, and you got a Nolan. It's some heavyweights up here. Yeah, looking at this, he's got his Arsenal. Yeah, always have an Arsenal defender. Kanate, okay, flattering to deceive. Not get, Trent is kind of hit Mark's team there, but 101's phenomenal still. Oh, you got Trent, sorry. Palmer, Clivert, Rogers, yeah. It seems pretty. I have him, I don't have him. I have him, I don't. Munoz, Evan Metcalf, because there was a lot of ones there. It's amazing when you look at the team. He got 101 points out of that, but how the hell did he, with all them ones, zeros and ones, and there's a 40 there, of course, so 61 points came from somewhere, a little bit from Emery and a lot from Trent, and one just to get his typical 9-pointer with 1 goal. Good stuff. Liam Herr, 102, need to have a look at that. Liam Oak, again, it's very, very similar to what the Oracle has here, but with the Watkins thing, which is phenomenal. Yeah, Mark is stuck on a 3-5-2. I've changed from a 3-5-2 to a 3-4-3 because I want those strikers, and I think that could be the way to go now. Because you're going to have to find a way to get these heavyweights in. So Isak will be my sitting horse if I do decide to get. Well, I'll get Palmer in, but I'm not sure how I'm going to get Haaland in. That's why I won't go out Virgil on. But talking to Liam's team, fair enough. Virgil okay, unlucky. The Trent thing done a bit of damage to his team. A wild card in the bench boost. So seeing Liam will do well and try and hang into the top 10 there. Connor Hussey in 88, he'll feel it's a bit meh. I think he played a triple captain anyway, but he's trying to kind of get through these dodgy game weeks. He's got 4. He's not played as this system manager yet. We're trying to explain to Connor about this, but it's probably too little time to think about it properly. And so sometimes the best thing to do is do nothing. So if you want to get the best out of your system manager, you probably have to do the 30, 36, 37, and 38 crack at the end and try to use the wild card to set up a bench boost in 32 and then use a free hit somewhere to get him out of a jam, probably in 34. We'll see. That's just a basic chip. So he's got plenty of options and you can use all your chips and you should get the maximum out. Again, the team looks quite similar to everyone else. I wouldn't have Ishmael Assar, Gakpo. There's a few problems in this team, I suppose. Going forward, it's not the worst in regard to game week 29. Gakpo needs to get rid. You can have Salah. I'd be getting rid of Rogers. Maybe you can keep Isak on the bench. There's actually a little bit of work to do, but he's got 3 transfers, so I think Connor is good enough and clever enough to top 5 CHRISTY Nicholson Pub Fantasy League a few years back. Who we got here? Okay, the 91 is fine, and just take it and move on. Trent's done well, but Wood's done well. So see, you have a lot of the big guys, but it just came out with 91. It's just an accumulative thing, I suppose. Ahmed and Gakpo was a bit of a blow, not getting the value. It's a lot of money, needs to be replaced. But Gakpo could be an option still with Southampton coming up for Liverpool. The Enforcer 105. So many people to have a look still, but we need to give the next Phillips, Eamon the Enforcer Phillips, a good look at. 105 with the slot thing going on. Looks to be very well set up, like Robinson there, Haaland and Salah. Very interesting combo. Managed to fit in Watkins. That was the big one. That was the brilliant one. Raul's fine if you've got him, but you're open to that Wood thing and the Tete Boom Boom thing. And as long as these guys are firing, who cares what the others do? And Buemo's brilliant for Leicester away. That's fine. Flecking there with the 10. This team's good. Not a lot on the bench, but who cares if you've got an 11 like that? Ahmed, you need to keep an eye on. And going forward to game week 29 isn't the worst. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 of these starters will not be playing. There's nothing on the bench, so there is a little bit of work to do with 2 transfers left. So, like you've got the free hit left, so it could just simply get the free hit and get the best team possible. Worry about the other game weeks. Let the future worry about itself, because that's a fine balance when you play FPL. It's how much do I think about the future in game of 29, and I'm missing out and forgetting about the present from game of 26 to 29. And there's a lot of points to be had. I think Mateta can do well, and 1 or 2 others here. If you kind of, don't forget about the present. It's a biblical thing as well. 94, very good stuff from Robbie McCormick in the top 9 of the CHRISTY Nick. 564,000. Not a lot on the transfers left, of course. Timber is a bit of a kind of sideways move that. I'm not sure why I would be getting rid of Gabriel. It could have been just to free up money somehow. But to get Cresswell in, I'm not sure about that move. It's the same thing, you know, Gabriel, 6 points, 6 points. But yeah, a lot of these, when you see these teams, there's a lot of thought and effort put into these teams. Isak on the bench, that was interesting. Wow. Yeah, against City, so didn't fancy Isak again. 100 tonner, no, we can't. Have a quick look at Owens. Owens always got a really interesting setup. You can see he thinks about himself. I like he's got power on there. Robinson's good to have. Rogers going, and Rogers 5. So there's a little bit in there. Hall. So yeah, Ahmed is injured. Is Isak and Hall there playing the Carabao Cup. So there's a lot there that you'll need to free it for 29, and then you know. But yeah, you can tell Owen's just honest. You can tell straight away that he's thinking and doing whatever he's watching or doing, or if it's himself. I think it is himself, but Jesus, it's I love it. Some players you just love watching. This is myself. Less said about that. I know I'm not. Roy Harford, winner from Lusk a couple of years ago, before Ja, and great player, and he is a danger and a threat too. I suppose all the way to the top 4 or 5 anyway. Like, I'm to listen to the best you can. Be the best version of yourself. That mantra. Yeah, for Bruggen, good call from Rory. Again, a lot of these players are similar to what everyone else has, but a little bit of a twist of a Wissa in there in your G&T, or a twist of a who have I got? Isak, Wood, and Mateta, or a twist of Mateta in your Margarita. Really getting to a point where it's not a massive template at the moment. People are so different and doing different things with their chips, and have certain ones gone, so that a template can't really emerge too well, especially outside the top 10k or top even 100k. Because, you know, I don't really look at rank and whoever moved on. Me at 11th, you know, I wouldn't even be looking at Mark Phillips here now, because he's got 2 chips left. But I would be, as far as up to 4 possibly, I'd be looking there. I'd let the others go until I get closer. The Kevin Kilbride there, the Guru Killer, good 95 with the slot there. And again, Alanga's interesting, but is he injured or is he suspended? I'm not sure. He's got that bit of force going forward. I'd be getting rid of Zhao somehow. I think he's down in Australia. So good luck with Australia there, Kevin. Nice to hear from you the other day. The Starman flicking down a bit. 86 is a great score, but there you go. It's a bum a bit for 29 in a way. But Munoz, it's got Munoz. He wants to make a short game there. Azabalaga will be good going forward as your keeper, because Bournemouth are fixture proof for nearly the rest of the season. Beto is fine for 29. So I don't know what he was trying to get in with these 3. It was like doing 3 subs. I just wanted to get rid of Dubravka because Pope might be coming back, and Zhao, who wants Zhao, and he freed a bit of money. I think he's probably cleared. No, well, Yarmolenko, no. I was going to say the bench. These are first team players now, it looks. No Fabianski. Ahmed is done. Yarmolenko is not even here. And Wheatley, it's like Weetabix. He works for Weetabix. So the Liverpool thing and the Palace thing going on. Any Forest and Bournemouth you have is fine, but he's in trouble for got a frog in the throat now. So I better cut this short. Red chat. 86 for Farah. Yeah, so 90. Ethan Kane, a 99. Mateta and Trent Alexander-Arnold, brilliant call. I love this. Like, Ethan's down to 31, all right. I got David McNamara there. He's a perennial top tenor. Great player in the CHRISTY. Come on, Dave. You can get up there, bro. Ethan Keane. I love this. Okay, Gordon might be fine. He's kind of yesterday's player at the minute. Although Forrest, you know, I can turn it on against Forrest. If you have him up to now, you might as well keep him. Mateta's a great call. Well done. Trent's brilliant call in the nick of time, and for the double. And going forward, he's got the same sort of issues as everybody else has. That's a free hit team. All the chips intact. So I think Ethan could be flying up the table here. He can click off a million easy here. Lots of people have already used their chips. You won't believe how many in the masses have kind of just got all in right now, and now they're just trying to hang on, and we'll catch them in the long grass. Tommy Cunyon, well done, bro. He's one of our underdogs today. Plenty of chips intact. System manager is done, but we've got him for another game week. Fair enough. And again, well done with Luis Diaz there, Tommy. Watkins is a good call. Must have had him in for a little while, getting the benefit of him. A great 105. Flecken even kept a clean sheet. Unbelievable. Huyson unlucky to give up that goal. I can't forget, was it Southampton 3-1? If you still have him, you might as well keep him in, unless you have to get rid of him. Jackson, need to get rid, or keep an eye. Diblin. So it's amazing. Like, there's a lot in this team now. I'd be very worried about, like, Greaves and Diblin. And the bench isn't Mac. Get 105 out of that game week. Well done, but you have issues in that team. You need to sort and keep an eye on it. You need to keep full observation on that team. So Gendra's done well with 92. 104 from Dave Cunyon. So Tommy there. And Dave in the underdogs. A good game week. Still bits and pieces left. And that's his team. Revel's already in there. And Bramo, Trent, good stuff. And like looking at that team, apart from probably maybe Dubravka, I can't remember. I can't think of the keeper. I can't even think how to Areola or whatever. I can't think of it. Sorry, folks. West Ham, but he's in. So like that, Gibbs White is a differential. He's just such a great, he's a high energy player, very exciting to watch, and the wood thing. So that's the combination there, a bit of a differential. So a lot of these teams have nothing on the bench. Kyle Carney with an 83, Dylan Lyons 87. So we're getting to a kind of that mid-range stuff there. Dear midfield, he's got on everybody else, what everyone else has, you know, and it's going to be very hard to climb and gain rank there when you wildcard into what everyone else has, and they're going to have that till 29, and then you need to get rid of all that in 29. You know, Virgil, Salah, Rodgers, okay, Isak will be playing, Martinez won't be, so keep an eye, Dermot. Kylie with a 76, 100 from Adam Hickey, well done, Bo. And Sean Shaky Harry, yeah, so he had another great game week. So this is Adam Hickey's, got in Rodgers, or didn't work out, he got a doubler in just to do something. I like the fact that these guys are good calls. It's good to have them in there, done something. Sean Shaky Harry with his 103, well done, but good stuff. Get back up there. You should not be anywhere near 3.78 million here. You're not that player. You've had great years. You've been leading the CHRISTY NICHOLSON for half a season 1 year. And you're a big FPL draft player. So it's just one of them seasons. I've been in there, but I know for a fact 3.7. I was in this position same time for the last 2 years. I've been around this, and I still managed to find a way to do the best I could. Like 2.1 million. I was like 7.5 million for the whole season. And I don't know how I got there at the end to 2.1. Like, so keep in there and just try and finish the best you can. 98 from Hughie Carney, so just outside the 100 club. That's what he's done. But yeah, best I can. It's 7:30 now. Duncan Hand there with a 74. Took him out a hit. Anderson Watkins in there. So a lot of these people haven't played in the system manager, and you know, or they have it left anyway. But Parker One has got all his chips left. He's sitting on all that. 76 former winner in 2017. He's proud to win this thing, you know. It's me, Pork, and Duncan Hannon and Christy Kilcourse for years, and David Nestor, the hitman. We're the main gang. It was either one of us that were going to win it. Jason Coyne, 66, 80 for Sebastian Mankiewicz. Maybe is that how you pronounce it in Polish? So yeah, I wanted to go down to the number 9, and this is the last bit. And yes, okay, 8 million in the world, but look at that. Tarkowski against Liverpool, that final volleyed sort of effort from that cross from the left, and boom, Goodison Park blew apart for the last time there will be a derby, 2-2, and that gutted me because I was the slot thing, and you know, you lose a few points. Oh, brilliant, lost 3 points there. But there you go. But not only that, be a double, you know, captain, but actually that late goal with Keith, he's actually triple captained. Why is that for? What I've got to do is I've got to click. This is this game week. So he's forgotten to change his captain for game week 25. But if you go into his, so you know, it's not a great move, 25, but in 24, yeah, I've already let the cat out of the bag. But it's just an amazing thing to see. Like I don't know what. Okay, you know, sublime to the ridiculous. 89 in game week 24 for Keith, the number 9, and a Tarkowski triple captain. You know, 2 minutes assist against Everton and Leicester, a clean sheet and a bonus. and another bang, and that's 6 and that 2. So like that was a great. Come on, whoever has done that? Triple captain Tarkovsky. That was a great cut. 89, very good. Although a lot of us did get the, but like that took some doing, you know. I don't know when he got in Tarkovsky. It could have been later. Transfer history. Was it all premeditated? Tarkovsky was premeditated. He came in for Caldwell, so there's a lot of activity with Keith down there, and he's still playing it through the best he can. He's just having a bad season, but maybe I think this okay. So he was planned to come in 30 Jan. He did get him in. Milankovic scan. I don't know what the scanner was doing. Zhao in. That was again devastating. Zhao seemed like a good idea at the time. That's the problem with the trolls we have. And FPL wise, truth kind of hurts. So there you go. So that's I'm happy. I'm happy I saw that now, because I do want to go down the ranks and see how other people. It's not just about the top 10. And Keith was a very good player for years. So leave that. Now that's the curtain call. Rosie, the dog, has decided to kind of make a star appearance, and should kind of leave it at that now, folks. It's we've got cats and dogs and everything over here now. It's definitely a zoo. I live in the zoo. So there you go. Happy enough to leave it at that. And yeah, best of luck with your team, folks. Remember, deadline is in. I can't even think who it is on Friday night deadline. I'm not sure. Is it Newcastle? I think it's Newcastle Forest. If we go to that. No, Leicester Brentford. So a lot of people are thinking about captaining Ebuemo and Wissa, but you just don't know. It's a Friday night under lights. Ruud van Nistelrooy is under pressure. If he can keep it to a 1 or 2-1, I just want to get that. I am worried about this because a lot of people still have Wissa and Ebuemo, and they've not got much out of any of them two, and they were unlucky against West Ham. Loads of disallowed goals, especially Wissa. And nobody can understand how Brentford walked away with just one goal there. It should have been 3 or 4 in the first half. So got away. You have to realize you're lucky, and sometimes you're just going to have to be looking at the guys you don't know and they blank. And that could be that's a reason why you're flying up and you think you're doing nothing. Everton and United then on the Saturday game. I'll be at Twickenham. I'll be doing Barworth and Scotland versus England, and it should be a bit of a fun. It's great crack to go down and have a glimpse of the rugby, feel part of the whole thing. So I won't be knowing too much about this, but yeah, I'll have Pickford in for against United. I don't know. I should have probably Mikalenko in as well instead of Hina. Everton, West Ham, then okay, fair enough. So it's a lot of activity. Newcastle and Forest, and the last game is Man City and Liverpool. So we'll see then. The Liverpool thing, will Gakpo be fit by then? And let's see what Bradley does. So that's the crack there. So don't forget the Friday deadline. So I'm done now. Thanks, folks. As Andy from Let's Talk, I'll leave it there with you, Roisin. Roll it there, Roisin, and I'll leave it there with you, Colette. Yeah, good. Ciao.